I wanted to work with a supplier partner I respect.
I wanted a partner who respected me.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Schuler, Associate Editor of Roofing and Exteriors. For this edition of our Industry Influencer series, I'm here talking with Tony Rader of National Roofing Partners. Tony, thank you so much for joining us virtually today.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to come and talk about one of my favorite subjects. So, roofing.
Absolutely. So I know you've been a champion of industry training and education. In your experience, what areas should industry practitioners focus on honing their skills in?
I served as national chair for Associated Builders and Contractors, and during my time with that chair, I was able to have access to the White House, and I was asked to be on a workforce development committee with Ivanka Trump, and I served on that for about a year and a half. Went to several meetings with her and the president about workforce development, because let me tell you, that's something that I am very passionate about, is bringing others into our industry, not only roofing, but also the construction industry as a whole. At any given time, there's over 600,000 construction jobs open in the construction industry currently right now. And it's a struggle to try to find individuals to come into our industry, because, and not just roofing, but mechanical, electrical, plumbing, all of those areas, because we pushed college for so long. And the downside is to me, is that not everybody is accustomed or needs to go to college and doesn't want to go to college and incur a debt that could be upwards of $200,000 plus to go to college at some of these colleges now. So, when you come out of debt like that and you're paying on that for 15, 20 years, why not look at a construction trade where you can get your training, your education, come out even with a college degree and get paid for it at the same time with no debt? What an opportunity that is for the young folks, and to have a lifelong career, to be able to retire at that, because they come out making an extremely good wage at the end of that program. And so my passion is to get that communication out to the younger ones and to the parents. We have found that even when we talk to some of these younger people about this opportunity that's out there for this, that some of the parents go, "Can I get in?" Which has been interesting.
Yeah.
So we're excited. I just started a new training program for roofing, to kind of go back into roofing. It started last year. It had our first class for doing apprenticeship training here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Went over extremely well. Also served on the board of the NCCCR, which is the people that develop curriculum for all construction training across the United States. They're the ones that develop the training materials. And so I had them update the training material for that, for new classes. And we are now off and running with several locations around the United States doing training for roofing. So it's exciting about where some of this is going. We've talked about it too long. It's time to do.
Absolutely. I love that phrasing. So on kind of a similar note, how can roofing professionals provide their sales teams with the resources that they need to reach their ideal client base?
I manage, part of my role here at NRP is managing the sale. I call it the revenue team, because their revenue is what generates our business, all of our businesses. But I challenge our individuals to get to that face-to-face meeting. That is one thing I think in a sales cycle, and I've had this conversation with many individuals, that we're losing sight of with some of the younger generation in sales. They rather do it by Zoom or rather do it by emails. And then if they have to pick up the phone, they're kind of going, "Oh, do I have to physically talk to somebody?" I want you in front of people. because that connection that you build with that individual, seeing your body language, seeing yourself across the table, is being lost to a certain extent. And we have had tremendous success with getting in front of people and building that relationship of trust. We have 4 core values here at NRP, client focused, results driven, passion, and humble. And those 4 key values there, we want our clients that we partner with to have the same mindset as our core values. It's about the trust factor. And so get them to trust you. And it takes a little bit of time with each new client, but get them to trust you by being in front of them and building that relationship. Because people like to do business with people they can trust and they like, right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Zoom has been great, obviously, for so many reasons, but there's really no replacing that face-to-face element sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
I encourage that with our people. So.
And finally, what are some of the largest obstacles that roofing and exteriors professionals are facing in 2022 and moving into 2023? And how can they overcome those?
Yeah, it's twofold. We have a materials and logistics problem with the industry, as probably everybody knows that if they're going to watch this, they've seen it and heard it. Okay. It will be fixed. We'll get it fixed. It's getting better. It's not perfect right now, but it is getting better. We can see some materials coming available quicker than what they've told us. I think, and this is me, that I think by the end of the first quarter, we should start seeing some normalcy to materials, maybe getting on a normal level of deliveries. For the longest time in the past year, we've been able to tell clients, if you place an order today, we'll see you in 9-10 months.
Wow.
And, when we have individuals that go, I need to build a building, or I need to re-roof a roof, it's 9 to 10 months before I can even think about. And then I'll let you know what the price is the day we get the material.
Yeah.
Budget now, but I can't give you a price. Well, how do you, as an owner, put it on ownership, how do you even plan for that? In looking at the price increases. So we've been hit with the material and logistics problems, and I could go into a real long depth on that. I've given several webinars on that. And then the other piece of the puzzle is the labor issue. There's still a labor issue out there in the market. We're all struggling for it. We are struggling here at NRP to find people. I need director of ops. I need a director of revenue. I need service coordinators. I need estimators. I need people working in our solar department. We've got several positions open here at the firm that we need people for, and it's hard to find people.
Yeah, and I would agree. They're seeing those problems all across the industry, but I do really like your positive outlook of end of Q1 of next year. I very much hope that is accurate.
We hope. We hope. I've been wrong before. It won't be the first time I'd be wrong. That's my best guess right now. Yeah. And that's the information I'm getting from manufacturers. We're the largest distributor of roofing products in the nation. And he was encouraged with some of the products that they're seeing now getting a lot better in delivery. There's still a problem with, of all things, screws and anchors. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they had been getting the lion's share of them from China, and that just dried up for whatever reason. And there's not a manufacturer that can produce the quantity needed in the U.S. There's not a manufacturer in the U.S. There is a Taiwanese firm that is now approved because you have these screws approved. There is a Taiwanese firm that now is approved. Well, you know the turmoil that you see right now in the news with Taiwan and China and the U.S. going on. What happens if that whole thing goes to goes to funk, and you've got China now controlling that? Well, now we got another problem.
Right.
So we're hoping that some of this gets worked out, and the indication from them is that they're thinking first quarter, early first quarter. I think it's late first quarter, early second quarter that things start working out a little bit better. You know, we've been blessed with some projects that have had to have a start, like right now, being able to find material, you know, crawl and scratch and kick and beg and bleed for material, and we've gotten it. But there's still some projects out there that I can't do. I've got one project right now, it's $3.5 million. I can't touch it till middle of next year. I can't get the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these were all incredible insights, Tony. It's been great talking with you. And thank you so much for joining us virtually. I know this wasn't the original plan, but I'm so glad that we were still able to get you on video for the Industry Influencer Series.
Well, thanks, Caitlin. I appreciate your time and what you do to get the message out to the industry.
Absolutely.
We needed a partner with employees who care as much as we do.
I wanted a partner that would help me grow my business.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.